So I want to share something with you all that the Lord began to speak to me about being able to or wanting to believe whatever God is speaking to you, that you believe it and that His word is true and that He's a covenant keeping and a promise keeping God. So the Lord began to lead me to Romans chapter 9, verse 15. And I'm going to post the scriptures up for you all to see where God took me and how He got me to understand this, so that you all can understand as well, and why when you come to Christ, that if you believe in your heart that you are truly saved and that God has forgiven you for your sin, then the Lord shall have mercy on you and He shall and compassion. Romans chapter 10 verse 10. If you believe with your heart, you believe unto righteousness. And if you confess with your mouth, is made unto salvation. So what the Lord is saying, and the revelation that I got from this when the Lord was speaking to me, is that if you believe with your heart and confess with your mouth that the word of the Lord is true, and you believe that God is really speaking to you and truly speaking to you, then you believe that the voice that you're hearing is really from God. When you believe that the voice that you're hearing and that's speaking to you, and you know that you have a relationship with God, and you know that you always in your postures with the Lord, and you believe and you know in your heart, with all your heart, that the Lord is speaking to you and He's giving you a word, even if a prophet has not spoken to you about it, but you believe in your heart that this word is true, and you heard this and you got a word from the Lord Himself that these things over your life is true. But if you have not heard it out of a prophet's mouth, you don't believe that the voice of God is really speaking to you. But the Lord is saying, if you believe in your heart and you confess with your mouth that my word is true, then it shall come to pass. If you believe that what I am saying to you, if you believe that I am truly speaking to you, and you know in your heart that I am real, you know in your heart that you have salvation, you know in your heart that my word and I is true, and that my word is true, and I am a promise keeping God, that I am a covenant keeping God by the blood that was shed on the cross for your sins. If you know that we have gotten this truly for us, which was a gift that was given to us, salvation, and you believe that God is your provider, if you believe that God can take you out of that situation, if you believe that God can deliver you, if you believe that God is your healer, if you believe that God can set you free, then and you believe it in your heart, then it is so unto the Lord. For with the heart of man believe it unto righteousness. Believe that God is taking you out of the situation. Believe the word that God has spoken over your life. Believe the word that God is about to elevate you. Believe the word that God is about to take you to higher and deeper realms and dimensions. Believe the word that God is about to bring you up out of that situation. Believe the word that God is going to take you to new higher levels in the realms of the spirit. Believe that God is giving you an encounter, that He's going to encounter you. Believe the word that God is about to take you out of that health condition. Believe the word that God is going to deliver you from that mental illness. Believe the word that God is about to set you free. Believe it and receive it. Whatever the situation that you're going through, the pain and the hurt is meant for you to go through that. If you don't go through that, if you don't be delivered from what you're in or going through right now, going through, if you're not delivered from what you're going through right now, how can you set another person free? God is taking you through that pain and that hurt that you're going through right now so that you can begin to set others free. So that you begin to live the joy and the goodness of the Lord to others who experience the same thing that you have went through. Believe it in your heart, as a man believeth, as a man thinketh, done unto you. Believe it in your heart, the Lord said. Believe it in your heart and know that I am your God. And I am a God that keeps my promises.